Hey guys, Don here. Welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. I want to share something about no-cost diabetic shoes. I know many of you might be listening or doing shoes, but I want to tell you kind of my story with shoes. I did do shoes in the past. I think if you have staff that can do shoes and you like to do shoes, I think that's great. That's just not our thing. We're more sports medicine. But I do see a lot, not a lot, I guess I call it block time. So what we do is we all have our little block time of a clip and chip, and some can get away with not doing any. I know I have, it's my Fridays, so basically my Fridays is that. All the other doctors take their days to do it, and so we all kind of spread it out, and we just put it in block time, and we kind of double book everyone and get them in there and out. We've been having a struggle with diabetic shoes because none of the podorthists like to do them, and frankly it's because of the paperwork, because we can give them the prescription, but then you need to do the other stuff from the primary care, and so I was looking around for options. So there's only one podorthist around that does it in our community, and I'm thinking, man, she's going to get burnt out, and what am I going to do? And the patients want them, and so I found this option. And if you have something better, let me know. But it's called No Cost Diabetic Shoes. Kind of a cool marketing website, and what they do is they collaborate with different podorthists. So it was invented by a podorthist, and they go to their houses. So this is the neat thing, is so they get my prescription, they get the primary care's notes, and once they have that in hand, so they're all set, they go there and they offer them diabetic shoes. So it takes all the paperwork and the pain out of that. So I think that's the neat thing. I know Safe Step did something similar, but we just didn't have the bandwidth to do it. We didn't have the staff. We didn't want to dedicate one staff to just doing that. So I'm going to be using them or trying them out. I can do it right through my EMR. I can send it directly right there, or I can give the patients a list and they can kind of make their own appointment. So, I guess whenever I think of something like this, no-cost diabetic shoes, what other things could we provide for the larger population that they need, and that there's a big frustration? That's the key. The diabetic shoes for me have been a frustration because I didn't find anyone good. Now, I don't know if these people are any good. If they're not good, I'm not going to be sending them to them any longer. But at least it's fulfilling a need. And I think a lot of our patients have these needs, and the goal is to kind of think of what's a pain point and how you can fill that pain point. And that's one of the things that I'm kind of working on creatively, and I was doing a little more research with our medical record. Now, we use Athena, and one of my pain points has been getting people that just don't want to pay the $550 for the orthotics, and also having patients do multiple pairs of orthotics. And so what I have found is with my medical record, I can do something called a payment plan. And basically, they have a high balance. Let's say it's an orthotic. That's $550. That's what we charge. And then I can put them over 3 years. I can do $10 or $12. It ends up being $12 payments. So my whole thought with this orthotic subscription plan is every 3 years they would come in for a new orthotic, and I would do a couple of follow-ups like yearly, and then they would get a lot of other benefits, and those other benefits would add to the benefit. Maybe they would get VIP talks with me, or they would get orthotic discount at 50% for one of their loved ones, or a second pair discount, or I don't know. There's a lot of other things you need to kind of tag on if you're going to do a subscription. But the idea is people that aren't willing to pay $550, they would be willing to pay $12 a month. And patients that don't normally get a second pair, they would get a second pair at 3 years, and then a third pair at 6 years, and so on and so forth. So kind of a neat model. It seems like it'll work. I was also thinking about using like an outside billing thing, but if we can do it in-house, it's just going to make it a lot easier for us. So those are just some thoughts on this. I'd love to know your feedback on this. So these are the two things we talked about, would be the orthotic subscription and also the no-cost shoe gear. Okay, have a great day, guys.